because they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Panthers going up against the Colts.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Indianapolis Colts. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first down. Larson buying time to his left. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking to throw. Larson, flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap from McCarron. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. There he goes left side. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything, just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the 50, it's Long. Escaping the play, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
To throw on 2nd down. Larson eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A long way to go here for the offense on 3rd down after the penalty. 3rd and 15. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Off play action. Larson looking for White on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Larson flushed out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down. Larson steps away to his left. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll return this ball across midfield. To the 47-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
There they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The throw on 2nd down is locked. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they try the right side here. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Now McCarron throwing on second. Looking for White on the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's McCarron. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. John Simon in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Detroit!
Now a handoff looking right, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Let's go. Get that penetration, D-line.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll go play action with McCarron. Taking a shot for Samuel. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, that's Hammond. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now they try the right side here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two. And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The great blocking nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. a design run for their wideout. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and it had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He got 29 yards that time.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
How about the run out of Vinatieri had 2015, 25 straight to close it out. 2016, 19 more to set the all-time record of 44 straight field goals. He's been doing it for a long time. Could he be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Well, let me ask you, do you think so?
It would tell me that the game has evolved the way people think, and I think he deserves it.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now they try the right side here. He finds an opening past the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. They fake the give. Now McCarron. They'll roll him out right. Past the 20. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it They're not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 30. That time. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Luck. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. Taking a shot for Samuel. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now here's a carry heading left. 7 yards there on the pickup. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll try Michael on the right side. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks near the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Colts, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.